Hey y'all, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this really pretty set of deer head Christmas sconces. Hang tight and I'll show you how to make it. Alrighty y'all, let us get started. First off, what you're going to need, one of these wooden oval plaques. This one came from Hobby Lobby. There's the label right there. You're also going to need some of these little wooden blocks. Now they do have the perfectly square ones, and I debated back and forth about which one to use, but I like these because they do have, some angles to them. They look more, more creative, I guess, more artistic. There we go. Anyway, 4 of these for $5.99. So what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 of these, okay? So whatever I do to this, of course, I'm going to do to the other one. I'm not wearing any jewelry right now because I'm getting ready to, oh lordy, I'm getting ready to try things. I'm getting ready to paint. So, anyway, let's go ahead and get these open, which I should have done, but I wanted to show y'all the label. Okay, so what we're going to do here in a little bit, and you saw this at the beginning of the video, we're trying to make something for these little LED candles to sit on, and these are just perfect. There's only one size. I didn't see various different sizes. Oh, look right here. They're called wooden dice. Right there. There's the size in case you need that. But yeah, these will fit just perfectly. So what I want to do is, first off, before we get into the painting, I think, I want to go ahead and glue this on. Now, if you have wood glue, use that. This is not heavy. This is not heavy at all. And we have a large surface here upon which to glue. So I'm just going to be using hot glue. I use Gorilla Brand glue sticks, and they hold very, very well. So let's see if my glue gun is hot. I think it is. Aha! All right, so let's decide where we want this. We want this, I want it right kind of sort of down here in the center, because this is going to be hanging up, and we want it in the center. So let's pick a good side here. That one's got like a little notch cut out of it. So I'm just going to put, oh, my cord's tangled up right here. And then we're just going to stick it down. Right about there looks good. Now I got to hold this up to make sure it's straight. Because if it ain't straight, then our little candle guy will fall off. And I'm going to push it down. All right. Is this okay? Is this looking good? That looks okay to me. All right. I'm going to press that down. I think it'll look okay. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to go do that same thing to the other one, and I'm going to go round up my paint. The paint that I'm going to use, I know the can is dirty. I keep all of my spray paint outside in my little tent-like thing where I paint. But anyway, this color is Chiffon Cream. It's a spray chalk paint because I don't want this to be bright white. The actual candles that I'm going to be using is not that bright white one. It's sort of like these cream-colored ones because I don't want this to be a stark white. Oh, hello, remote. I don't want it to be a stark white, so we're going to be going with the chiffon cream color. Now, to hang this up, and I totally forgot to do this. I'll do it on the other one. I'm going to be using these sawtooth hangers, and these are nailless. I also got these at Hobby Lobby, but, you can get them at Lowe's, Home Depot, wherever. And basically, you see like these little teeth right here, right there. You just put these on the back of your project and whack it down in there with a hammer, and then you're able to hang it up later. But anyway, I've got a few different sizes. We'll decide which size is best. Probably the small one would do. Yeah, and then you just whack it. But I can't do that at this table because this isn't a really sturdy table, and it's going to make everything jostle around. So that's why I'm not going to do that on camera. But anyway, this is what we have. So I'm going to take this and the other one outside, and we're going to put on probably 2 coats of this paint. It covers really well. But I'm going to do 2 coats and come back. So the paint has dried on this piece here. And so now what I'm going to use is some of this Liquid Leaf Classic Gold paint because this is what I have on hand. You can use whatever paint you want to. I just have this and I like this kind of paint. But anyway, you just shake it up really, really well. It's a fairly thin paint. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go around here and paint this. So you can look at it right here. See all this white here, and then up here, I just got something on that. Do you see that mess? Anyway, we're going to paint this with the gold paint. Now this, like I said, this paint is fairly thin. So you paint on a coat, And then you let it dry for about an hour between coats. But I really, really love it. It is such a pretty gold color. And it works best if you have a base coat down, like I painted this white with that cream color. You know, don't just paint it onto the bare wood or, you know, your bare ceramic or whatever. You know, you always want to have a fairly decent base coat. See that? Ooh. It looks so much better in person than it does on camera. I tell you that. If you've ever used this paint before, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to go around and I'm going to paint this whole entire little area. Like I said, right up to this base part here. All the way around. And I think what I also want to do is, let's spread that out a little bit. On this, you see how this is white and you see like this angle here? Paint that gold as well. All right, let us take a look at what we have here. This part here, as you can see, I just painted the whole entire thing gold except for this area right here. Why? Because once I got to painting, I'm like, I think it would look better if the whole thing was painted gold. As you can see, you know, then just that little area there. Now, why did I leave that open? Because I want to put on one of these fabulous buttons that I found at Hobby Lobby. I've got gold paint all over me. Probably a good reason to not wear jewelry, right? But anyway, they were $5, roughly $5.50 each. Grab these when they're on sale. But I want to tell you, these buttons are heavy duty. They are metal. And so I had to use my wire cutters here to cut the majority of the shank off the back. And that was no easy feat. I want to tell you that right now. But anyway, what I want to do is we're going to glue that to this section right here. And I think I'm just going to put the glue directly on here instead of on the button and then flipping it over. And once again, you can use some E6000 to back this up if you want to. So I'm going to take this. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Just going to take this and set it flat down and try to not move it very much. And then we're just going to let that glue harden up and hold everything in place. And then we're going to put on our deer head. All right. So make sure that's kind of going to stabilize so that if I happen to move everything around, it's not going to come off. Let's make sure this gold paint, I don't think all of it is dry, to be honest. Okay, so now we're going to glue on our little animal friend here. So let's get one of these candles. As I wanted to use this cream color instead of the white ones. This is Hobby Lobby as well. So let's get this open. Is this the wax kind? No, these are plastic. Oh, goody. Sit. All right. So let's see. Let's make sure that this works. Ooh, there we go. So like I said, you want to make sure that we glue this on up above the candle here. So this needs to be up in here somewhere. So let me cut the tags off and try to decide exactly where I want to place this. Alrighty, I want to use these wire cutters. I didn't realize that it had the hanger right there that I needed to cut off. And this is plastic, so of course it's going to cut off fairly easily. There we go. Now let's go in towards the top and just snip that out of the way so I can get the cutters all the way in there. It's kind of snug. His antlers are in the way. I am so sorry to be cutting pieces of your head off like that. I apologize, Mr. Thingy. Let's just kind of smooth that down a little bit. Did I get something on there? Well, looky there. All right. So let's say that this is going to go right about there. So I'm going to be brave here. I'm just going to put the hot glue directly on here. And I'm going to have to hold this up at an angle so that I can see it. Okay, and then I'll stick it down and then we'll see what it looks like. All right, so there's a little bit of hot glue peeking out there, but you know what? It's okay because we're going to be putting some greenery around its neck, okay? And I've got a whole bunch of greenery over here. I'm going to play around with it to try to see which kind that I think looks the best. I got some money in this, you know, so I don't want to put cheapo greenery on it. But anyway, why is this so zoomed in? Because my table's a disaster, that's why. All right, so this is what we have so far. Now our candle is going to sit here. I'm trying to decide if I want to do anything with that candle. You know, if I want to wrap like any type of gold, anything around it. I think I do because there's a whole lot of cream here. And then this cream against the cream background. I don't like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap some sort of beading or something around that. And then let's get some greenery to dress up the deer head. All right, so what we're going to do now, let me hold this up so y'all can see it. This is what we have. And I have here, these are some holiday picks that I got from Joann's. I'm hoping I'm going to have enough because my Joann's only had 3. But anyway, this has a lot of gold in it. I don't really want to use these leaves. I don't like them. But anyway, they were just kind of sort of starting to put out their holiday stuff. So I have cut it apart. And let's move this down so you can see. I cut them apart, this one anyway. You can see they have like these nice little long pieces here. And I want these to go up. Why are you doing this? I want these to go up like so around the neck here. So let's just put that there. And I want to hot glue all this into place. You know, I'm just playing around with it to see if I can get it the way I want it. So I'm going to use one full pick on this one. You know, these sprigs here. And then I'll use another full pick on this one. And then we'll just split up that third one, you know, because I want it to be nice and full. See, we can glue that down like so. And I got my hot glue gun over here heating up. And then it has like these little pine cones and these little golden pine needle looking things here. So we can do like that. And then put the pine cone right there. I think that'll look okay. So let's check and see if this has heated up. Feels like it. So now I'm just going to start gluing them in place. And I know, isn't this thrilling watching me hot glue stuff? So I'll just kind of put one or two of these on here so you can see what I'm doing. And then I'll stop the video and then just continue to work on it. So got that there. Oh, look, there's thingies. Where'd it go? I lost my... It's bad when you lose your thingy. You ever lost your thingy? I have. Right here. How cute is that? And yeah, that's glitter falling out down here around the bottom. So we'll clean all that off when we're finished. But anyway, I'm just kind of gluing all this around like so. I'll work on that and then we'll come back and we'll start putting these on. Alrighty, my friends. Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. So now we have all of this put on here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Ah, I've got hot glue on me. It's on me. All right. Where did my other stick go? I don't know. There it is. All right. So now we have these little doohickeys here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm only going to use 2. And I'm going to put them kind of sort of like right in there. And be careful because this stuff is plastic and we're using hot glue on plastic. So just keep an eye on it. Well, let's see, I might have to press that down just a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to put another one coming up this way. Like so. And I'm going to have to hold this in place, okay? Because these got just a tiny bit of weight to them and they're going to want to try to fall down, and I want them to stand up just a little bit. So then we're going to put these on here, and then we're going to put on the pine cones. My camera cut off. Anyway, here's our pine cone now. And I think I've got it everywhere. All right, so let's kind of, I think I'm just going to put it like right there. Like that one pine cone just right there, I think is going to be just fine. You know what? This has a little piece of something sticking up. So let's cut that off right there. And we're just going to glue that pine cone down right there. And I'm going to have to hold that for a few seconds here so that it doesn't fall down. But anyway, we're going to glue that on there. And I think I'm going to call this done. And then I can get them set up and put the candle on there. Oh, no. You know what? You know what? I was going to decorate the candle because I didn't like how the candle was sort of like a cream color, and then the background is a cream color. We were going to decorate the candles. That's what I was going to do. See? I just about forgot. It's been a hectic day. I can't even describe to y'all how hectic of a day it has been for me. But anyway, I'm going to glue the pine cone on this other one, and then we'll do the candle. Okay, so let's get the camera right. So what I was going to do was I had this trim, this gold trim, and I was going to put it around the candle, but it's such a yellow gold, and this is more of a muted gold, and it doesn't look right. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to go back with this gold paint that we had, and I'm going to dip a paper towel down in that paint, and then we're just going to kind of sponge it on our candles here. Yep, that'll work. You know, I just want some sort of contrast. I didn't like the way it was looking. So that's what we're going to do. And I think I'm going to be happy with that. All right, so I'm going to do that on this candle and on the next one. Okay, so this is what our candle looks like. That's much better. Much, much better. I like that a lot better. And I don't think I told you a while ago, but if you decide to use that metallic paint, that particular type of paint, it does have a pretty strong odor. So, you know, use it near a fan or an open window, you know, not in a tiny little closed off room. So just keep that in mind. But anyway, here's our candle. So now what we're going to do is, and I think I have showed you the back of these a while ago. I think, if not, there it is. See how you just put that little sawtooth hanger there? And this wood is so soft. You know, this right here, it just knocked right down in there. So yeah, you just knock it down and then that way you can hang it up. But anyway, I'm going to straighten these out and then hang them up. And then I'm going to put the candles on there and get a good picture for you. They're going to sit right like that. So that's what we have. But anyway, if you would, please give this video a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye.